Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright, I figured I might as well record this because I'm already ranting and raging after I just saw this. I watched a video about this woman talking about her experience where she was dating a man and this man took care of like all the bills and all things. She had no job, she stayed at home, but she kept the house clean and she made sure there was a meal on the table. She literally got in the stale, where everything is normalized and things like that. Then her man started disrespecting her, started staying out until like 4 or 5 in the morning. Like hell, the door is locked. Excuse me, the door is locked. There's no way in the world that I can't understand the concept of moving into someone else's place without your name being on it, because like that just gives all opportunity. Gives all, not only just opportunity, but it gives like all rights to the other person to go ahead and say, yeah, this is my place. Okay, I don't know if it's because I'm a twin, and I'm a fraternal twin, so me and my sister are complete opposites, and I've had to keep my guard up from day one from this crazy woman. Okay, and like she's just the type that what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. And so if I didn't keep my guard up to make sure, but like, no, you have no claim, you have no ownership. And even if we had things like we had to share together, I made sure that was established, that this is mine and yours, okay? You're not going to get extra and I'm not going to get extra. We're going to get just the right amount. But I just watched this woman, she's like, thank God I have my own car because he threw me out. Valentine's Day, I'm expecting gifts like flowers and candy and a date night. No, he got my stuff and he threw all my stuff out the door and he threw me with it. And like, she's like, I drove around for hours hoping that he was waiting and hoping that he was going to come back to get me, but he never did. What? And it's just like, then I had to like kind of bite my pride and go over to my grandfather's house and basically confess everything truthfully, and stayed with her grandfather and until she found a job, because she had no money, she didn't have a job, she stayed at home, she did all the cooking and the cleaning. This is why I say, if you are going to be living in someone else's place, the least you can do is ask for an allowance. An allowance. I want to call it an allowance, because even children that you gave birth to gets an allowance for doing certain chores and things around the house. So if you are the woman that's being kept, you definitely better be getting a stipend or an allowance or something so you can put to the side. Never just all spend your money in like just on things. And if you're gonna buy things, make sure these are resellable things for a good price. Okay? But she stayed at her grandfather's, got a job, got her own place. Luckily she had a car. She had to couch hop here and there and then find a roommate and then finally got her own place. But I'm just not understanding the concept of moving and not having your own. I never once thought not to have my own. I was the child that took care of everybody, and no one really took care of me. So I didn't understand what the H was going on in the first place. So I'm just like, no. And mind you, my mother wasn't even the one who taught me that at all. Okay, where is I? My mother actually never taught myself anything about finances, okay? Actually, the one thing my mother definitely did was to teach me what not to do. I swear to God, this woman taught me what not to do. Don't pay your rent late, okay? Don't pay a bill late, thinking that it's going to make the credit bureau or whoever you owe money to sweat. It's not like it's a personal loan. These are institutes that have massive amounts of money. So if you are living in a complex like we were, where the complex has 21 buildings, okay? And at least like 20 apartments per building. That's 400 apartments. Do you really think that they're going to sweat if you don't pay the rent on time? No, they're not. They're not going to sweat at all. Not even a little. Not even a fraction. Okay? They'll be annoyed, but they won't sweat about it. So I learned from my mother those kind of things. And don't buy anything like on credit unless you have a low credit limit. If you have like 2,000, because my credit card is only up to 2,000. I don't have anything higher than that. Even though I can afford higher than that, I don't. Okay? If you're going to use a credit card, make sure it's a credit card that actually has a low limit on it, unless you make a lot of money. Okay, your credit card limit should be 1% of your earnings. No less than 1, obviously, but no more than 5% of your annual earnings. So if you have a credit card that's much bigger than that, get rid of it. Like, literally stop using it, pay it off, and find something else with a lower credit limit. It keeps you from putting yourself in debt. My mother didn't teach me any of this. My mother made everything seem like somebody else will take care of it for you. Okay? If you can't handle it, somebody else will handle it. She still does that to this day. But I can't understand the concept of moving into somebody else's spot without having your own. Not having a job, but not putting money away just in case. Okay? We have a whole alphabet. Plan A was to get in this relationship. Plan B might not be moving on this relationship. But plan B would probably either get married or start saving up. But plan A should also have numbers. A, we're in a relationship. A1, we started a relationship. A2, we moved in together. A3, I don't have a job, so let me put money to the side for AD. Okay? I'm just saying, like, things like that, because the plan B might not be you in a relationship. Plan B might actually be you out of a relationship. So I don't really understand that concept. But it did kind of piss me off, because, like, what's so sad is that lessons learned are through experiences. Like, you're not going to learn this lesson unless you experience it. And despite people telling you over and over, don't do this. Don't do this. You're a dumbass if you do this. I don't feel bad for people who do shit on purpose. Accidents happen. I'm okay with that. I can brush that shit off. Things you do on purpose, things that you've already gotten warned to, I don't feel bad for you. I'm going to tell you I don't feel bad for you. And if you feel some type of way, that's your problem that you got to solve. That's a you problem. It's not a me problem. I have zero, okay, F's to give you. Right? You can keep your F use all to yourself. Like, that is 0 F's for you. Zero F's for you. Okay? Like, listen to people when they say stuff. Okay? I am a nanny, and I've been help raising children for at least over a decade. Okay, at least since I was 12. I'm 30 now, so for like nearly 18 years I have been experiencing how to raise a child. And one thing I definitely always tell all my kids: you better listen to people. Pay attention to what people are saying to you. Okay, you might not agree with what they are, but understand that somebody else has that kind of perspective, has that kind of perception of things, has that kind of opinions. Okay, get everybody's opinions. Understand how they're thinking and how to move around that person. Okay? Even if I don't like you, you will never know I don't like you unless I say I don't like you. Because I can keep things cordial. I can take my personal feelings and put them over to the side to handle my responsibilities. But most people don't do that. Most people don't think that way. People act on emotions. They think on emotions. They stick with emotions, and everybody else can give off. Okay? But I feel so. But I want so. What do you need? Okay, you need to pay attention. You need to listen. Okay, I have my own place. I have my own car. I have my own job. I've had a job since I was 16, and the only reason why I didn't have a job at one point and I stayed with my mother was when I had to get surgery done and I was highly sick. I was sick for years, like sick as a dog sick. Like I was like 3 shades lighter than what I am right now. Okay? So that was the only time I didn't have a job. And even then I still cooked and I cleaned around the house and I still helped around the house. I still did necessary things. Okay? And then when I got a job, I've been taking care of myself by myself for a long time. Okay, for a long time. Longer than my twin sister. Okay, probably even longer than my own mother. Okay, because I got a job literally a week after I turned 16. And that's only because I had to do an additional interview because they effed up on the paperwork. Okay, and I ain't taking care of myself since the day I got my first check. My mother had only paid rent. That was it. She didn't pay anything else. She didn't pay for my phone bill. She didn't pay for my food. She didn't pay for my clothes. I did that. Okay? My mother would come to me for money. Alright? I had no problem paying rent, but I had a problem with me paying rent and my twin sister not paying rent, and she earned more than I did. She earns more than I did, and I'm paying rent, but she's not. Something not adding. Okay? You don't go to people. My mother would go to people and tell people that we're not paying rent. Mind you, I paid 3 months of rent, but when I found out that my sister's not even paying rent, when my mother paid for my sister's car note, she paid for my sister's insurance for a year. My mother has never paid not one car note for me. Not 1 month of insurance for me. Okay, there are times when I had to pay for her partial of insurance, her partial point of the phone bill. Actually, the phone bill has all of our lines on it, and I pay for that. Okay, but I don't understand the concept of this person has the means to take care of me, so I'm not gonna do it. You not gonna think of your future self? As even if you stay in this relationship, you still gonna want to have to do something when you get older, because daily life will get boring. That shopping that you're doing now will get boring. Okay, and if you think that it doesn't get boring, then talk to somebody that's been shopping from the time they were born. It gets boring. Okay, it gets boring. Having money gets boring. Making money never gets boring because you find other ways how to make money. Making money does not get boring. Okay, spending money can get boring, especially if it's not your money. Earning money, spending that money, that will never get boring. Getting money and spending that money, that will get boring. I'm just saying, okay? Like that I keep seeing over and over again that so many people that were like being taken care of, like come on and say, this is my story and this should be a lesson to you. But obviously nobody is listening to these lessons. Nobody's caring about these lessons because everybody else keeps still doing the same damn thing. I don't know who's going to get this message. I don't know who's going to listen to this message. But please, by all means, pay attention. Pay attention. Don't know how many times I say this throughout the entire day in my life. Pay attention. Think it through. Observe your situation. And if flags start to pop up, no matter what color other than green, do yourself a favor and start to plant those flags in their own necessary category to see which road you need to take. Okay, because there are things that allow you to pay attention to the road that you're going down on. If there are signs saying warning, warning, don't go down this road, this is a dead end, or there's a cliff at the end of it, please, for the love of God, for the love of yourself, okay, like that, even if you don't want to do it for you, do it for everybody else that's gonna have to listen to the story afterwards. Okay, don't do it for you, do it for yourself. How about that one? That sounds good, right? Do it for everyone that's gonna have to hear the story. I don't have a story because I never, like I said, never not once did I ever think, wow, this man can pay for everything and I sit home and do nothing and have nothing, because that's essentially what you have. You have nothing. No, I have my shit. What the fuck you taking? You want to go? Bye. You want me to leave? Bye. I'll go to my own place. You don't want to take me here? That's okay. I got my own car. You don't want to buy this for me? That's okay. I'll buy it myself. Okay. Oh, wait, and then I'm like, now I'm a stuck up independent person, and that's not what guys want. But yet, guys want a woman at home while they go cheat outside, and they always cheat on the woman that they tell the woman at home not to be. Okay, so you don't want a hoe at home, but you want a hoe outside. Okay. So now when you're the women, you know, because I'm adaptable. Fuck around and find out. Okay? No. F. If you need me to. Okay? I will be that woman at home. Okay? And I dare you. I dare you. Not only will I find that woman, I won't even actually be the one to like go off. Like, I swear to you, like, I will screw you over completely. Okay? I have a special ability because I can observe people, and if I need you to feel like the greatest person in the world, I will happily do that. But then if you get too big of a head, I can happily deflate you. So I will easily find that woman, get in a relationship with that woman, use that woman to use you, and you will be stuck with the short end of the stick. And I will do exactly what men do to nice girls, because nice girls usually try to find the good in everybody and wind up getting with that guy that winds up turning them into not nice girls. So I'll just turn you into a not nice man. You kind of already are, right? I have no problem with that. Okay. I'm petty. Yes, the song P-E to the T-T-Y. Don't make me be petty. Okay? And if you want to, like, go ahead and write in the comments or write anything about this, about me being petty. I shouldn't be petty. Well, you shouldn't be petty either, because if you leave a nasty comment, that's petty. If you leave a nasty comment, it's called petty. Yes, that's petty. Your comment will be just that, a comment for everybody else to see, but it won't be a comment for me to do anything. It's just a comment. So that's your personal opinion. What do you want me to do with it? You want to put it in a cookie jar? I'll write it down. If you want to, just let me know. Write in the comments. I want you to write down my opinion and put it in a cookie jar. And whenever I come to visit your videos again and leave a new comment, put my other comments in your cookie jar. And make sure you give a good label for me. I'll make it nice and beautiful too. I'm serious. I will. Okay? So, like, just do yourself a favor. Have your own. Pay attention to people. And if somebody trying to give you a damn lesson, realize it's a lesson. Okay? It's not that they're shitting on you. They're not holding anything against you unless you did some shit to them. Okay? That's a lesson learned. Well learned. Okay? That's what, if you did something to someone and they gave you a lesson, that's called a lesson well learned. Okay? That's a you problem. Okay, that's not an anybody else problem. That's a specifically you problem. Okay, and you just gotta take that, because you know, when people ask for an ass whooping and then they get it, that's this kind of situation. But for everybody else that don't want to be in a situation and people are just trying to give you a lesson before you end up too deep, just listen. Nobody's telling you to do the lesson exactly the way you were taught. Okay? I used to teach my math class. I didn't even have students in math. I used to teach my math class. And everybody was able to understand it because I gave alternative ways to learning the exact same way. Okay? You can hear somebody's lesson and learn it alternatively to you. But definitely listen to the lesson so you can tweak it to it being a good lesson for you, where you don't have to go through the bullshit. I know I feel like I'm like I said, I was rambling and it came into my head. Technically, I didn't get off track. We just went to multiple dimensions. All right. So if you like this video, if you want to leave a comment on it, I'm probably gonna leave a comment on the video, but that's up to you. If you have anything to say, if you have a story and you want to share your story, understand it's your story. You can share whatever you want for your story. Just try not to share somebody else's story. Even though I just shared her story, but I didn't share it the same way. I'll definitely put the link to her videos in the comments so you can go see it yourself. Realize I just really paraphrased, whatnot, but like, I ramble, I rant, and I just hope people pay attention. Take a lesson, and don't think everybody's criticizing you. Nobody's judging you unless you ask to be judged. Hope you have a great day. Okay, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that nonsense, and I will see you the next video. Hopefully it's a better one. It's a nice video. Maybe.